Now I'll do a couple of examples of free body diagrams. The first one is pretty simple. This is an elephant floating in space. So far away from anything else, there's an elephant just floating out there. So we always start out by making a dot for the object. And then we add arrows, labeled arrows, to that dot for all the forces. There aren't any forces acting on the elephant. It's just floating in the middle of space. So there it is. Free body diagram's done. Now for a more complicated one. So now an elephant standing on the side of a slope. So we start the same. So there is a dot representing the elephant. Now we have to add forces to it. So what are the forces that are acting on that elephant? Well, I know that there's gravity pointing down, so I will add a downward gravity, labeling it mg. So that one's there. If gravity were the only force, then the elephant would be crashing down through the hill, and he's not. He's standing on the side of this slope. So I know there's a force acting up to hold them up there. So there's the force from the ground acting on the elephant, the normal force. Normal force acts perpendicular, normal direction to the surface. The surface is the slope here. So that is the direction of the normal force. So there's an mg there, normal force up there. So I'll put it on my free body diagram there, normal force. If only the normal force and gravity were acting on it, the net force would be somewhere down this way, because I know if I add up all the forces, I can do the tip to tail, adding from the vectors. So if I add one here and then I put the normal force here, it would have a force going down this direction, which means the elephant would be sliding down the hill. He's not. He's standing on the side of the hill. That means something is holding him there. The force that is parallel to the surface, that is the frictional force. So there's also a frictional force acting on the elephant. So I draw a frictional force pointing up the hill. So the four kinds of forces that we're going to be dealing with right now: gravity, normal force, friction, and tension. There's no rope, there's no chain, there's nothing that's pulling on the elephant. So that's it. We're done with our free body diagram.